Hey guys, welcome to Awesome Enterprise video tutorials. In this video, we will demonstrate the search screen with complex table structure. So we will create a search screen based on the job application. In that, we have four tables, that is job. This is our master table. This will contain all the job related information. Job location table. This will contain the locations of the job applicant, job applications. This will contain the job id and the applicant id and the applicant meta. This table contain all the information of the applicant. So this is our query structure we are going to use to manage the search screen of job application. So we need to join three tables, that is job location, job and applicant. We will list out all the job location first and then we will join the other tables to get the data of that related table. So our result will be, we will see the applicant ID, job ID, the job location ID or job location, the name of the applicant, the gender, date, job application title and the date of the job application. Now we will go and check what we are going to achieve. So this is the sample that I have created. So this is what our result will look like. So we'll select using the job ID as well. So this is how we are going to learn how we can manage the search screen step by step. So let's go to our coding part. So this is our example that we are going to integrate that search screen in this example. Now we have this search screen is split into a UI section, some filters, our query and our main query. So these filters are based on this UI part, that is our filter. So let's check and add all the UI part first. Now in this UI part you can see the period filters, period filter, the period filter and the filters, that is text and the drop down. So in this you can see the list of job location and this is the text box that you can enter the job ID. So you can verify or you can get the records related to this job ID. Now let's check. Now you can see the job ID, the location is appeared and the table. Now let's remove this one. Now you can see the handlers are removed. So basically the filters are added by using the form control dot text and the form control 2 dot select. So this will help us to render these two controls, and this period filter will help us to generate this date selection. Now you can see the date selection is removed. Now this period will help us to manage or to search our custom date filter. We have the fast, we can say you can have today, yesterday, so you no need to select the to date and from date. To custom date selection you have to date and from date available. Now the handlers will work on the basis of this will get the total number of count, total number of record 300. This will show you all the records and this will help you to download this CSV. So this is how our UI section work. Now we will go through what things we need to take care when the form is submitted. So this is our handler. When we click on this fast table, we will get our result up to 300 records. Now this search screen, this main search result is split into various parts. So basically we will first put our query part. Now this will help us to fetch the record of one page up to 100, and this is our base query. We will fetch all the data from the job application. So this variable is declared here, job application table. So we will fetch all the record from the job application. Now let's check. We have set the debug dataset true, so we can see what query is generated. Now you can see all the records from the job application. You can see this select application ID as data ID and everything from the job application table. This is the simple query. This will fetch all the records from the job application. Now we will add our applicant table. So applicant meta. Now let's check our applicant meta table structure. So we are storing the applicant data into key pair value. So this is the data that we have for applicant 1. These are the meta keys we are stored. So we are to fetch the data from the applicant meta. We will use the AWT collection keys, full name and gender. So we will have full name and gender in the application meta. So this will help us to map the data ID along with the applicant ID. So applicant ID is our data ID, and from this table applicant meta, so the object ID will be mapped to the data ID. Now let's check how the query will look like. Now you can see this part is newly added. This is our base query. Select applicant ID and everything from the job application. Now you can see the meta key, full name and gender is added. So we will fetch the full name and gender from the applicant meta. This is referenced by using the data ID. Now let's get some more data from other table as well. Now to get the job ID, we will add our other table. Those are jobs and the job location. So job location is stored in the job location master table, and all the job related information, that is job title and the job description, is stored in the job. So to get the data of the job, we will join the job, and to get the data from job location, we will join the job location. So in the job application table, we have these two keys as a foreign key. Now you can see in the job table, you can see the job location is mentioned. So this job is related to this job location. So to fetch the data from both table, we will join this table. In Awesome, to join the table you can use the add fields. So by using the add field, I am just joining these two table. Now you can see our query is slightly changed. You can see the two tables that we have joined, or we have added the fields. You can see the query is added. So add field is basically used to join our table with the previous query. So we have query 1, that is our base query, add field that is on jobs, and add field that is on job location. So these two add fields works as a join. So this is how the add field works. Now you can see the full name is appeared and the gender of that applicant is appeared. Now we will add all the fields one by one. Now we will remove this one and let's shade that one. Now this is our query that we can use the add meta new. We are creating the SQL to fetch the data from our generated query. Now let's check how the query is looking like. Now you can see up to this we are fetching the data from the applicant. This will use the union to fetch the single row or to single column from the generated result. When we are using the meta new field, so it will create all time one union. So this will append the record or append our row, that is our first thing we have added job ID, job location ID, job title, job location, application date and the date ID. So this column is added twice, so I will remove this one. So this is how the search query works. Now we will use the filters on this query. Now how we can add the filters? Now we have the filter array. So whenever the job ID is not empty, then this query will execute. So this will filter out all the records against the job ID and against the job location ID. Now you can see only two records are available for this job ID. So this is how the filter works. Now one more filter that we have, that is on our application date. So we have to date and from date. So this will help us to filter out our result based on the date. So whenever the form date is not empty, then this filter will appear. Now you can see the result, that is the where clause job ID is added because we have put the job ID here, and when we are using the date with job ID, then this will filter out the result for this job ID from 1st of May to 13th of May. Now you can see the date filters are added, the job ID is added. So these three filters are applied to this query, and according to this query we got this result. So this is how the search screen are working in Awesome. So let's clean this one. We will remove the debug query and we will check our result. So this is how our search screen works in Awesome. Thank you.